Hey guys, Rob here and welcome back to the channel. Well, I have to let you guys in on a little bit of a secret. I found a web store in Europe that has an insane variety of high-end models for sale. So everything from the latest releases to some really rare models. I wish I had more money to spend because I've found at least 15, 16 models that I want to buy from this website. Now, the website I'm talking about is scuderiamodelli.eu. Now, I'll put all the links in the video description below, and I'll also link up Robert his Facebook page as well, the owner of scuderiamodelli.eu. Now, he has kindly provided me with a couple of models that I've been chasing for a long time, and one of those models I'm going to show you today. So, as I say, definitely go and check out scuderiamodelli.eu and have a look at the website. There's some incredible models on that website, and this will not be the last time that I buy some models from him. So definitely go and check it out. Check the links in the video description below. Now, the model that I've been chasing for around a year, there is one on eBay, but the price is just way too high for me. It is the BBR Ferrari F40 IMSA Topeka. Now, this was the car that was run by Art Sports, who sponsor a lot of exotic cars in motor racing, and this is from the 1990 season. Now, we've reviewed a ton of BBR models before. They just come in these red luxury boxes. If we lift the lid off the box, model does come with a standard BBR certificate of authenticity. Model does come with a plexiglass display case, this one, and here is the stunning Ferrari F40 LM, which was campaigned by Art Sports. Now, I love the Ferrari F40. It is by far at the top of the list for me as far as my favorite supercar of all times. And this is just a slightly different variation. Although it is based on an LM race car, it has quite a few different things which I'll point out. But yeah, I absolutely love this Ferrari F40. I love the livery and really happy to add it to the collection. So we'll get this out, we'll put it on the turntable, and we'll have a closer look at this awesome model from BBR. Okay, so check out this model. This is a spectacular looking racing Ferrari F40, and I have to say, it's got the usual very high quality from BBR models. Now, this is a sealed resin model, nothing opens, but it is truly spectacular in the level of detail. So let's talk about the base first. So it comes up in this black leather base with the red stitching. Of course, all the BBR models have a nice laser cut metal emblem here. You've got the little Ferrari crest on the back here, and also the limited edition nameplate on the back. Now, this is limited to 299 pieces. Still very hard to find these, and this is number 37. So it's quite an early release in the series, but really a very, very high quality model. Now, you can remove these from the base. You just feel underneath for the screw holes, cut a little hole in the felt, and you will be able to access the screw holes and remove the model from the base. Now, as I said, superb quality from BBR. The paint finish is absolutely stunning on this model, finished in glorious Rosso Corsa red. There's no flaws or defects anywhere in the paint. Really, really good job. Now, let's start with the details. So it has this large LM style front splitter on here. We do have little metal stays here, as well as a photo etch metal tow hook in here also. Of course, it does have photo etch mesh in all the grille openings, and that includes the sides as well as the back of the model also, which has the open mesh to see through. Now, one thing that one of my Instagram followers, Nick's Model Car Collector, did mention that the actual black headlight assemblies here are wrong on this model. Now, these should be like the Michelotto or the Michelotto and be much larger, but that is the only negative thing I have to say about this model. Now, it does have a nice little Ferrari emblem on the nose. Of course, you've got all the Art Sport decals, which are stuck directly onto the paint. And one thing that makes this IMSA version different is these huge big louvers on the front of the fenders, which is quite unique to this particular model. So that's why I like this one as well. And also this big ducting as well with the extra blades in it. That's something unique to this particular Ferrari F40 model as well. So yeah, really digging these big louvers on the top of the fenders. Now, it does have the little cavalinos on the side as well, really high quality from BBR, as well as the little loop latches in metal here where the front clam connects to the side skirt. Now, if we move to the side of the model, everything else is replicated well. The side skirts, the LM style mirrors, which are mounted up on the front quarter windows here. You note this particular model has a rubberized window net, which is really cool. Another unique feature to this particular LM model. And if we have a look on the top, you've got your fuel fillers in here as well for the dry brake fuel system. So one is fuel in, one is air out. And we've also got that on the other side of the model. So they're matching fuel fillers either side of the model. It does have the little communications aerial on the top of the roof also, which is really quite cool. And the rest of the scoops on the model are standard F40. So we've got the 4 slots on the back of the engine cover here, as well as the standard big huge NACA ducts here in the rear F40 clamshell. Now, of course, this is running the LM style wing, and this has a nice little photo etched metal gurney flap on here as well. And we do have some little wing adjustment decals on the side of the wing blades also, which is really cool. Now, if we go to the back of the model, it does have the US style bumper attachment on here, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, the photo etch mesh, you can see through into the engine compartment. It does also have the LM rear diffuser on here too. They've done a great job on the tail lights, as they always do with their F40 models. And one thing with this model also, it has a structural fin here rather than the street F40, which is all open. This has an extra fin in here for the extra downforce of the rear wing. And also note that there's a nice little clear central wing blade on here as well, which is really very cool. Again, you have all your Art Sport decals on the top of the wing and smaller ones on the underside of the top blade of the wing as well. So really quite good detail all around this model, and it makes it look exceptionally good. Now let's talk about the wheels. So it's got these great OZ Racing rims on here with the black center nuts. This is running the Goodyear Eagle Racing slick tires, which look pretty awesome as well. And they've done a fantastic job on the brake calipers and the brake rotors on the front and on the rear also. Obviously a much wider slick tire on the back of this model too. So yeah, overall stance looks really good on the model. Paint is perfect. Wheels, stance and tires look exceptionally good as well. And there's lots more detail in here also. Super clear plastics are used on the windows of these models, so the front windscreen is super clear. The passenger side does have the sliding race style window in here, but as I say, nice touch to have the rubberized driver's window netting in the driver's side, which looks really cool. I really like how this model looks. Okay, so that's most of the exterior detail. Let's have a look at the engine. So BBR do a really good job on these F40 rear windows. So these are a thicker clear plastic with all the opening slats in the rear window. And the engine detail is superb in this model. So being the LM, it has the extra large intercoolers on top. You can see the racing exhaust system in there as well. Some hoses and pipes and lines in there also, which makes it look really, really good. And the fact that you can see all of that through the rear mesh makes it even better. So really, really good job on the intercoolers. Look really very realistic. They put nice photo etched grills on the top of them to give them a lot more dimension. But yeah, really, really happy with how the engine looks in this particular model. They've done a really, really good job. Now, if we go to the interior, obviously this is a racing car. It is a version of the LM, so it does have the racing dashboard. Now, it does have a Alcantara-like finish to the dashboard. You do have the, looks to be sort of the similar style steering wheel to the standard road car, but you have the race instrumentation dash, and you have all the race switches on the passenger side of the dashboard as well. Hopefully you can see that through the window. Of course, this particular F40 does have a half roll cage in the model as well, which is in silver. And I'm not sure how I'll show you this, but on the passenger side, you've got your fire extinguisher bottle, all your computer ECUs on the back firewall as well. So really cool detail inside. There's also some carbon fiber decal on the inside of the door trims. And of course, you've got your one red Ferrari racing bucket seat, and that is running the red Saybelt racing harnesses in there as well. So not sure how much detail the camera is picking up on the interior, but it's really quite spectacular. So the rest of the bulkhead behind the driver's seat is all just in silver paint, which looks really awesome. And you've got that nice gated manual gear shift with the little black gear knob on the top as well. So hopefully you can see all those details inside. But yeah, I have to say, for a sealed resin model, really, really exceptionally good engine detail. I'm really impressed with the amount of detail that you can see in there. And the interior is really quite good as well for a racing car. So overall, I think BBR has done a fantastic job of this Ferrari F40 IMSA Topeka edition. And yeah, overall, I'm really, really happy with this model. Glad I could track one down from scuderiamodelli.eu. If I was to give this one a Rob score out of 10, I am going to give this an 8 out of 10. As I mentioned at the start, the only thing that is not correct on this model is the size of these black headlamp covers. So the actual real car has the much larger Micheletto style headlight covers. But other than that, I think they've done a really good job representing this model in scale. So yeah, not sure how easy it's going to be for any of you guys to find one of these. They did sell out from BBR Model Store, and yeah, I don't think I got the last one from Scuderia Modelli, but go and check out his website and see what other spectacular models he's got in stock, because he does have plenty. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's review. That's pretty much everything I can mention about this model car. It's going to look great in my collection of Ferrari F40s, and there are more F40s on the way as well. So such an iconic car, so many different variations made in scale, and you've definitely got to have one in your collection, whether it's a street version, an LM version, a lightweight version. There's so many to choose from, and they're all quite spectacular. So yeah, that's going to wrap up today's video review of this BBR Ferrari F40 IMSA Topeka, campaigned by Art Sports in 1990. That's quite a mouthful. That's a very long description of the car. But yeah, stay tuned. I do have more model reviews coming shortly. It's been a big month for models arriving, so plenty more model reviews for you guys' entertainment, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed presenting it to you. But stay tuned to the channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you click that bell notification. But until next time, thanks for watching Rob's Model Cars.